But I'm Eric Barden, Deputy Chief of Seattle Police Department. We had an incident today. Officers received a call of multiple stab victims in the area of 12th and Jackson. Officers responded to the scene. We subsequently located 5 victims of a stabbing. One of those victims was treated at the scene and released. 4 were transported to Harborview, or currently receiving care at Harborview Medical Center in various stages of seriousness. That'll be determined by, HMC can provide more information about that. Officers immediately conducted an area search, located a suspect nearby, just up the hill here. The suspect was arrested without incident. Weapon was recovered from within the vicinity of that suspect, as well as there was a knife remained in a victim of the stabbing who was transported to Harborview. Over the last 38 hours or so, we have had 5 other stabbing incidents in this area. In those incidents, each of them had a single victim. The first incident occurred about 1:30 Thursday morning. That was a female victim. Every other victim in this incident has been a male. So there was 4 others between that initial incident and today's incident, and those folks have been treated at Harborview. It's my understanding that everybody is alive at this time from those incidents. It's certainly plausible that the suspect involved in today's stabbing is the same suspect involved with the previous 5 incidents, but the investigation is ongoing and we will determine that, and there will be additional information forthcoming. Any questions?
So total of 10 victims.
10 victims.
So what's the connection? Why are you guys thinking it's the same?
There's a similar description, a suspect description. The randomness of this is a horrific tragedy, a mass casualty event, and we have been working very hard in this area. Very recently, we have pivoted some efforts that we have been very successful with the Mayor's Downtown Activation Plan around 3rd and 4th Pike and Pine area. We have just within the last few days pivoted those efforts and those resources up into this area to try to have an impact on public disorder, but it's not fully come to fruition yet. We do believe that based on the circumstances, the sort of arbitrary application, arbitrary decisions the arbitrary nature of these assaults makes it likely that these are similar. Again, only one of those previous incidents was a robbery in which a cell phone was stolen. The rest of them were just random attacks, as this appears to be today.
Assistant Chief, could you talk about the weapon used in all of these instances? Has it been the same type of weapon?
All I know is it's a stabbing, that there's a knife. We've had different explanations or descriptions. That will be determined throughout this investigation.
How did you arrest the suspect? What led you to him?
Officers located a suspect matching a description given by witnesses. Officers detained that individual. Witnesses were then brought by who looked at that suspect and confirmed that was the correct person.
Is there a pattern with the victims?
I don't know of a pattern yet. It's very, very early in the investigation, and all that information will come out.
Is the suspect known to police here in Seattle, and can you be more specific about a suspect description at this point?
I don't know the suspect description. I don't know the individual's name. Again, he was just moments ago transported from the scene to headquarters.
The suspect, did he injure himself in the process?
I don't know of any injury to the suspect.
Anything else?
Did you guys have units around in this area? Is that how you guys were able to...
There were officers on scene very, very quickly, and numerous additional officers responded from all over the city. We initially were treating this as a mass casualty event. So significant resources were dedicated to this. We were able to quickly get the scene under control, identify the suspect, take him into custody, and render aid to the victims.
Has anyone died from this?
No, not at this point.
Over the years, we've seen, mobile precincts pop up, emphasis patrols. For the short term, do you see a long-term presence in this neighborhood?
Well, like I mentioned before, we are just now initiating the mayor's downtown activation plan in this area. We have every reason to believe that we're going to be as successful as we were in the 1,500 blocks of 3rd and 4th Avenue downtown, but we just started up here, and we do plan to maintain presence.
But isn't it true that the folks that you moved from there are the same folks that are here? What's the plan? Where to put these individuals?
Well, in terms of long-term solutions, that's not an enforcement effort, and that's our part. We're here today responding to a mass casualty event where we were able to take the suspect into custody.
How long will this area be blocked off, and what's the rest of the day look like for you guys?
This is, there's going to be a lot of investigation, a lot of follow-up, a lot of witness interviews. Certainly, they're going to interview the suspect at headquarters. We are processing the scenes where these different stabbings occurred today. I think there's 4 or 5 different locations in this 4-block area. We are processing those scenes now, and this should be opened up before very long.